I just almost like it's like I always forget whenever we go to like a Saudi Arabia card that they're gonna be in these jumpsuits, and so it always takes me a little bit to like. I'm always like, why are they? Oh, I forget. Yeah, they're not allowed to show skin, or they get their head chopped off or something.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
So what's up, bro? We pulling up to the theater to go see Furiosa.
Honestly, hype level, I wasn't there.
Right.
But after all these reviews that have been coming out lately from all the people we've watched and critics saying this thing is really good. So, yeah, I'm definitely down to watch it.
I've seen nothing but good things about it. I think I'm kind of along the lines because I saw the Tom Hardy one was good. I remember I went and saw that with my dad. What year did that come out? I have my phone.
15, 16?
I thought it was younger than that. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so. Because I was just about to say I thought it was good, but I was younger, so I don't really remember. But 15, 16, I mean, we graduated high school, so.
Yeah.
Cool. So we were working at the movies?
Okay, I was just about to say, I don't remember if it came out during when we were at the movies. Look it up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, so I'm a Tom Hardy fan, so I watched it, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I never watched the Mel Gibson ones back in the day, so I was curious, checked it out. I know I didn't see it in theaters like you did, but I watched it at home. I want to say I watched it with Emily. Okay. And then
so we were at the theater.
Watched it at home with Emily, and yeah, it was good.
I watched it in the theater, and I just remember it being nonstop, just action. But I'm kind of along the same line as you. Like, I didn't have insane hype for it. And I'd say I still don't. The only reason I'm willing to go see it now is just because everyone's saying it's good, and it's a movie to watch.
Yeah.
I would say I'm more excited to watch Bad Boys, the new Bad Boys movie, over Furiosa.
Yeah,
because that's coming out soon too. That comes out June 6th.
Yeah, that's coming up pretty close. The last Bad Boys for Life, which still they dropped the ball on that title. This one should have been called For Life.
I agree.
But yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah,
and those are the same directors that were supposed to do the Batgirl movie that got canceled.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're the same ones.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one, and this one's also getting good reviews too. This Bad Boys movie.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I just can't believe they're still doing it, dude. And I'll say, like, in certain parts in the trailer, I think, God damn, Will Smith, you look old. Like, you can tell they're trying to make him, because in the whole Bad Boys franchise, he's been the smooth-ass, like, super fit guy.
Yeah.
But you can tell in this one, like, they dyed his hair for sure. Like, they made it hella black. And then there's one part where he's running. And,
with his shirt
Yes,
flowing.
and like you could see like extra skin now, and I mean in no disrespectful way. I'm just saying like you could just tell he's older, but they're still trying to keep him as that like guy who's in super shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then Martin Lawrence, like he doesn't, but he's super funny either way.
Martin Lawrence is so good in these movies.
Yeah, so I'm excited for it. And then there's another movie coming out. We got Deadpool tickets.
Yes, we bought them
this
early
week,
morning.
right?
Yeah, we bought them. What was it, Monday?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going Friday. So we won't see it Thursday when it comes out, but we'll see Friday.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be able to talk about it on that episode.
Yeah, which is still a few weeks away.
So
that's July.
That'll be the episode. July 27th. Yeah, because if it comes out Friday and July 26th, your birthday.
Yeah, so then we'd release it that Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God,
we'll do that one as a spoiler free.
I can't believe. Yeah, that's what's gonna suck is we're gonna have to do a spoiler free one. Because we'll literally have seen it, and then we'll have to talk about it 2 days later, and we'll post it 2 days later. And then I guess we'll talk about it the week after that one.
That's going to be a hard one. But I think you're about to say, what? I can't believe it's here?
I was just going to say, I just can't believe it's here. Like, it's getting closer and closer and closer. And I just think, geez, what's going to suck is it's going to come and then it's going to go and it'll be gone.
And that's the last Marvel thing we have this year.
Yeah. So, but I'm excited either way. We got some good movies coming out this summer, I feel.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure we go because there was a few that I wanted to go see and we didn't go.
Yeah, we still have yet to go see Challengers. Emily tells me about
which
it all
I'm pretty
the time.
sure that's already out of theaters.
I think
it's still there.
I don't know if it's still there, but I'm pretty sure it's on digital now, so you can buy it if you want to. I mean,
Yeah,
not stream-wise, but you can
yeah.
buy it.
Okay, which I'm not going to do that.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Like, I'll go see it at the movies, but, like, to just buy it like that? No, I'm not doing that. I feel like, and then there was another one. I wanted to go see the TV Glow or whatever. What's that called?
Oh, I saw the TV Glow?
I saw the TV Glow.
Yeah.
But I looked at our theater, and it wasn't there. I guess it's only, like, in the Plano theaters. Which
Legacy?
which I find so annoying because our Cinemark is pretty big. We have, I mean, I get it. We only have like one XD theater and stuff, but we have a good amount of. I don't understand why we don't have movies at our Cinemark. Like any of the Spider-Man movies went there. Like, how do we still not have some select shows? I feel like we have. They do the Fathom events, and they show random ass shit on there. So
like
you get
some like classic like anime
right,
or
like
like
and you're telling
opera.
me. So if you have an extra theater to do that, how do you not have a theater to show all these movies?
I don't know. Have you ever been to those Plano ones?
We went one time. I don't know.
Oh
what
yeah,
we
that's
went.
right. That's right.
What did we go see?
I
I don't remember.
But
we went one
yeah,
time.
that's right. We did. Suicide Squad.
Oh, we went to an early screening.
We saw
it like on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we saw the free screening for
Remember
it.
they told us we had to like put our phones away and stuff like that. Yeah.
That was
How did we
official.
get that?
Because they put out, it was the James Gunn one, the Suicide Squad, and they put out this. I think it was on James Gunn's Twitter or Instagram saying, "Hey,
It was like a link, right, or something.
yeah, go follow this link or some crap like that." And it was like early fan access, and it was free tickets. And
They were free?
They were free tickets.
Yeah, okay.
We got them for free.
Wow, I remember going, but I thought we paid.
No, yeah, because we sat. Yeah, we didn't sit smack dab in the middle. We kind of sat to the side, and we still enjoyed it.
I just
that
remember
theater
being,
was filled.
Yeah, I remember being filled. And I remember it being official like that because they made sure we put our phones away, and they gave us like a speech beforehand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never been to like a screening like that. So.
That's my second time doing it.
Yeah,
and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We need to get invited to more of those.
Yeah.
Hey,
bro, baby, nah, bro. You just said Will Smith. Oh, and we ain't getting invited, bad boys.
I mean, bro,
just kidding. That premiere already.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm just saying, like, compared to the old movies, dude, that Will Smith is like prime. I wouldn't say prime Will Smith, but he's like young stud Will Smith, And this one that's like they're trying to keep that persona, but it's like not there. But anyways, episode 31.
Episode 31, Lame Guys Podcast.
I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
And where do you want to start? We had King and Queen of the Ring just happen.
Yeah, it happened today, so
we'll break
go
that down.
We'll go ahead and talk about that one, give our reactions, and see if we were right on our predictions.
Yeah, which we were pretty spot on. And then we have some other news.
Yeah,
you want to get into those first?
Yeah. So let's start off with this one. I mean, to me, this was the least hype one. That's just me personally. We had the success of WandaVision happen. And to be honest, I think the biggest thing to come out of it was Scarlet Witch herself.
Yes.
The other part of that was Vision. What happened to him at the very end? Turns into White Vision. Well, now we're about to find out. So Disney announced that we are getting the Vision show coming in 2026, coming to Disney Plus. Honestly, I don't care.
I would say I don't care, but I also didn't care about WandaVision, and I also didn't care about Loki before their shows came out. So I'm not saying that it'll be on that level, but WandaVision and Loki made me care infinitely more about Wanda and Loki now than any of the movies ever made me feel.
Yeah, good point, because I didn't care about Echo, and then that was pretty fun.
Echo was
it
alright.
It wasn't like the biggest thing to come out of Disney Plus, but it was pretty good.
Echo was alright, but I genuinely had no intention of watching Loki or I would say WandaVision. I had intention to watch Loki just because the shows before had been decent. But WandaVision was the first Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
And so that one I genuinely had no intention on watching it, but the people said it was good after like the first 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that's when I started watching, and it made me care about Wanda a ton more.
Yeah,
so maybe it'll be good.
That was peak TikTok.
Well, because that was COVID time too, bro. That was COVID time too. That was a crazy time.
I'm telling you, bro. I say it every once in a while on this Mephisto, bro. Twitter and TikTok was constantly trying to say.
I blame Soups a lot on that. That's when Soups blew up, really.
Yeah,
and
true.
he was the one putting that Mephisto theory out hardcore.
There's
bro.
a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, but he genuinely on my timeline, he was like the one that I mainly saw talking about Mephisto. And so then I believed I was on the ride, bro. I thought Mephisto. Hey, anytime someone's all low red, they say that's Mephisto. No, but seriously, I'm not excited about the Vision show, like you said, but I will watch it, and I have hope. I have hope that it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'll watch anything Disney. As far as Marvel Studios they put out for Disney Plus, I'll watch it. It doesn't matter. But still, I mean, as of right now, them announcing it, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, it just tells me they don't have time to show what he's doing in the movie, so they're just gonna give him his own show.
Moving on from that one, this one right here, dude. I think fans have been waiting for any type of X-Men news to come out, and we finally got something just to keep us fed for a little bit longer. Disney and Marvel Studios have found the writer for the new X-Men live-action film that's going to come out. The screenwriter for the Hunger Games, the newest Hunger Games film, was a Songbird Ballad of whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was not bad at all. Michael Leslie, he will be the writer for this X-Men live-action film. I'm excited. That's good. We're getting the ball rolling. We're going to see what happens. Now, granted, this doesn't mean that this movie's going to come out, next year or the year after that. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could be 2026, but
I would see 2027.
I would say just for them to like get a writer right now. We still don't have a director. We obviously don't have a cast, but still, it's nice to know that we're getting the ball rolling.
Yeah. Well, I just think, how could you not, dude? X-Men 97 was such a big success, and now you probably have a ton more X-Men fans after X-Men 97 now. So it's like now you got to capitalize while it's hot.
No, most definitely. I think they even said that in the deadline report that the hype from 97 definitely lit a fire under their ass to say we need to do something.
I just hope they don't rush it, because it's one of those things where it's like, for a while we felt like the Marvel or MCU was just constantly putting out shit, like just trying to put stuff out constantly, and a lot of it just felt rushed and not good quality. So I hope that they just don't rush it.
No, yeah. I have faith.
Yeah.
This one, dude, rewind review. We haven't done a little bit. We said we'd like to do this every once in a while. I didn't tell you which ones we were going to do because I know we have the show notes and everything like that. But these are two that I think we've talked about a couple times, but we've never actually fully got into it. So I think this will be a good time to figure it out. We got the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
And the Matrix movies.
See that? Okay. So like, I'm down to watch these movies. My thing is that, first off, the Lord of the Rings movies are what? They're all like 3 hours long.
I want to say the director's cut or the extended editions are 3 hours long.
Oh, so the actual movies are not 3 hours
I think
long.
the actual one is like damn near close. I could be wrong, but I even looked it up because they're coming to theaters, and I told you, bro, we need to go see them in theaters.
Yeah.
Those are the
When do they come to
extended
theaters?
ones.
Oh, see,
no,
they are.
I was going to tell you, Mario, let's go do it. It'll be better to see it on the big screen. Like, let's just do it. Because I thought they were going to be the regular ones. No, bro. Seeing those times, say 3-4 hours, whatever it is, I'm like, no, I can't do that.
I can't do that. The thing, and it's not even really. It's not even that I don't want to. It's that I just don't have the time to. And it's like, if I do go do that, it just pushes my whole schedule back on certain things, you know. And it's like, yeah, it's harder now with the kid. But I'm down to watch them. I guess it's just like, it's like, what's a shorter movie? Is it Matrix or Lord of the Rings?
Matrix is shorter, but I'm only talking about the first Matrix because I've been told by Marco countless times, and I'm pretty sure you remember him telling us that we need to watch a Matrix plenty of times. He said, I'm pretty sure he was saying like, we don't need to watch the second and third one, but the first one definitely need to watch. So that's one movie. Lord of the Rings is a trilogy.
Yeah. And
we're not strangers to watching full trilogies, and we just did it for the Planet of the Apes stuff. We did it for we did 13 movies for the Halloween franchise.
That was tough. I don't think I ever want to do that again.
That was a lot. Like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this Halloween we could do the Friday 13th ones, but
Friday the 13th is even more, I think, isn't it?
Is it
or is
really?
It not? I think it's a lot of movies, Friday the 13th as well, because I think they had a bunch in like the 60s and 70s.
Oh, shit. They don't have Season of the Witch, God. But
the Halloween one, honestly, it was too. I don't think we should have. I think we should. Yeah, I don't think we should have done that because it got to a point where it's like, because I think that was like our second episode, and I'm sure like I haven't gone back to watch it, but I'm sure if you go back and watch it, I think our energy is low just because it just took a lot out of us to watch all those movies leading up to that episode.
13 movies.
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings, it's 3 movies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, these I've watched them before. When I say it's probably been more than 10 years since I've watched any of these movies, I mean that. So like for me, the whole point of Rewind Review is for us to watch movies we've never seen before. This one, I feel like I'm definitely due to watch it again, and because I don't remember much, but at the same time, I do remember how fantastic it is. These movies are considered some of the best in cinema, and at the same time, they're legendary when it comes to cinema.
I don't argue that, and I know that they're legendary, and I know some people say that's the best trilogy. So I'm down to watch it. So I guess you're saying the options are The Matrix or Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So
and then you're saying, are we breaking down? Are we watching one movie and then breaking it down, or you're saying you want us to watch the whole trilogy and break it down?
Watch one movie and we can break it down. So we just stick with one and one, but at the same time, if we happen to do that, I think it'll be cool just to finish the trilogy and see where we go from that.
Yeah, I think if we pick Lord of the Rings, for example, then 1 week do Lord of the Rings 1 week do Lord of the Rings 2, like that.
Fine.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, if we do Matrix and we just have one and done, we can move on.
I'm more interested to watch Lord of the Rings, but I just know that Lord of the Rings is probably longer. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely longer.
Yeah, that's where like the worriness comes out of.
Part of me. So Marco also pointed this out, which I didn't know because I've told you. I mean, we both haven't watched Matrix, but he said that that movie will make us think about certain things, question some things. He said it'll bring up a lot of questions and topics. So I thought to myself, that would also be a good thing to bring up when we do the review.
But we can watch The Matrix first. So
but at the same time, I was gonna say, but it's Lord of the Rings too. So, Matrix. There's like I said,
we didn't see the new one either.
No, because I heard that thing was ass.
But I think when I hear The Matrix, I think the first two were good, and then the other ones suck.
I've always heard stuff about the first. I've
Okay.
always heard the first one was the best. But yeah, either one. Like I said, that's why I didn't want to tell you, because I wanted you and me to discuss the pros and cons of each one of them. And you're right. The biggest thing is timing.
Right. I could watch one of them. I just can't watch. Yeah, I can't watch 3 Lord of the Rings movies in a week.
Yeah.
So what do you have a preference?
No.
What are they on? Are they on a streaming service that we can watch? That's the first thing that we need to figure out.
I want to say Max has Lord of the Rings.
Watch movie. Let's see if the Matrix is on Netflix.
Okay.
And then I know Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure Lord of the Rings of.
I'm pretty sure they have both versions.
Yeah. The Lord of the Rings.
Let's see.
Movies.
While you're at it, look up the time.
Damn, 2001.
Mm-hmm. But still, dude, visually.
2 hours and 58 minutes. These motherfuckers. Yeah, so it's 3 hours.
Hey, bro. Well, what do we always say, bro? So you said 58 minutes?
Yeah,
so about 2 hours 45 minutes, because you got a ton of credits.
Yeah, Max.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm honestly interested in both. I don't know. Make a decision. Let's do Lord of the Rings first, since we did just discuss like top trilogies last week.
Okay.
And Lord of the Rings was on that list, but I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
So should we just do this? Let's go ahead and do this Lord of the Rings, and we'll knock them out as 1, 2, and 3, and then after that we can just go ahead and say Matrix will be the one after that.
That's fine.
It'll just be a scheduled thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. So Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, I think is the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
I have it pulled up here. Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yep.
That is what it's called. 2001. Okay.
And what's cool about it too, you just talked about the trilogies, but we also had Caesar in Lord of the Rings. Andy Serkis playing Gollum.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty cool to see the whole motion caption start. For
Maybe this will make us watch the show as well, because I think I saw season 2 is already done.
Of what?
There's like a Lord of the Rings show on Amazon Prime.
Oh shit! Sure, yeah. I heard.
I heard it was all right.
I heard it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, even when it came out, even when I like.
I
Lord
did
of the
want to
Rings.
watch it.
I do like Lord of the Rings. I did watch the first Hobbit. Didn't watch the others, and I thought maybe I would end up watching it. I never watched it.
I have seen the first Hobbit as well.
Yeah, I saw that one before. And Gollum was in that one too.
Yes, but I don't think I saw the second Hobbit.
Yeah, Decimation of Smog or something like that. I don't remember. But all right, cool. So Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring will be our rewind review, and we'll review it next week.
Okay, cool.
WWE.
Oh, but it also depends though, because I'm trying to go see Furiosa.
Oh yeah.
So like I was gonna say if you want to go this Tuesday, I'm down to go see Furiosa. I don't know if Emily wants to see it. Teresa has no interest. She doesn't care.
Honestly, I don't know if Emily cares or not.
Okay.
So I'll discuss that with her, but nonetheless, I mean,
because if we see that, then obviously we got to review it.
Yeah, that's true too. Shit, or we do 2 reviews.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Cool.
We just had King and Queen of the Ring. Moving on to WWE. Unless you have something else. Do you have anything else?
No, that was it.
We just had King and Queen of the Ring. What are your first reactions from it?
It was all right.
I agree. It was okay.
It was all right. I mean, I think we talked about it prior. Is just like, or I think we talked amongst ourselves. Just like small card, nothing crazy, but it's fine.
I think the more that, because we're in a stretch now where it's a card every 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And so I think that because these are so close to each other, I think it's a matter of these matches almost don't feel personal for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
the build up.
Some of these matches, like Nia Jax and Lyra had no. It was just for Queen of the Ring, and I get it. This pay per view is a different Premier Live event because it's kind of like a tournament finale. But I think because there's really no story there, I think part of that is why I feel like it's just like,
Yeah. I mean, overall pay per view in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Or Jeddah, yes, yeah, you're right.
Like you said, I mean, you made some good points as far as with them being too close. You don't really feel that build up. You don't feel that whole personal rivalry between.
It's almost like they're just throwing these together.
Yeah. The past couple pay-per-views, I feel like it's just been that quick, and then once it's over with that rivalry, it's like, all right, move on to the next. No big deal.
I'm trying to think. Was it better than Backlash? Backlash, I would say, was better.
Backlash, I think we're both talking about. It's like that we didn't really see much hype behind it or whatever, and that genuinely surprised us.
Yeah. The crowd was still good though today, but
all those international crowds.
Yeah,
are very good.
I feel like Backlash as a whole was a good. I would say I'd give the card probably like a 6.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I found myself on the phone a lot. Like I found myself like just it was okay.
I know. I knew that honestly before you even just said it right now, because when I was watching it, I get the notification. You sent me something on TikTok,
Yeah.
Share the video, and I was like, he's not interested.
Yeah. Like I found myself like especially at the beginning of a lot of these matches, I would find myself just like on Twitter or TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like towards the middle of the match, obviously where it's like, okay, I need to pay attention. But yeah, I find it was all right. You want to go down and break each match down and like sit. I was thinking we could talk about what we'd like to see the winners maybe do next, or what we expect for them next.
Okay, yeah. Let's start off with we had the surprise one. I did not watch the kickoff match.
I didn't either. I didn't make it in time.
So we had Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair defend the tag team titles against
Candice
LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Yes.
And did not watch it, but I saw that they retained.
Yeah, I saw the highlights on Twitter.
Good for them.
It almost takes me a little bit just to get used to like seeing the girls in seeing the women in these jumpsuits, because we're so used to seeing them like show a lot of skin and stuff. And then so I just almost like it's like I always forget whenever we go to like a Saudi Arabia card that they're gonna be in these jumpsuits, and so it always takes me a little bit to like I'm always like, why are they? Oh, I forget. Yeah, they're not allowed to show skin, or they get their head chopped off or something. I don't know if that's actually what happens. But yeah, I saw the highlights on Twitter. They obviously retained. Good. I mean, I personally don't know who is ever gonna take the championships off them. And I don't know who is even a good challenging women's tag team to go against them.
What's going to happen is they're going to destroy themselves, bro.
Yeah, and then that's
competition, like the rivalry competition, the competitiveness is going to go between them. It's going to cause a screw up one day, and whoever they're facing is going to get the upper hand, take those titles, and then from there, that's when you're going to get the feud that we've been waiting for. Right. Still, I mean, all I saw was the finish, so they did that cool ass finishing move and everything like that. Looks really badass. Looks like some video game type shit.
Right.
But then I saw that promo they did backstage during the actual during the PLE, and I was like, bro.
What'd she say? She said, we're taking, or if you want some, we're taking applications, so come apply, or some shit like that. And I thought, okay, bro.
Yes. I'm like, Jade, come on, man.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But match after that, so technically the first match on the Premier Live event was Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, you called it on that one, and I've never been more happy to be wrong in my life.
So we got, in case you didn't watch it, we got Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is now our WWE Women's World Champion. She finally finished her revenge tour and planted the seeds a little bit more. Is Dom helping her? Is he not? The match overall was I thought Becky Lynch, when I saw Becky Lynch coming out with her little tuxedo type shit, that's another instance where I forgot that, they have to keep the jumpsuits on. Mm-hmm. And so I thought surely her wrestling gear's under that. And no, that she for real wrestled in a full like tuxedo.
Yeah, whenever they rang the bell, I'm thinking, take it off.
And so it reminded me of the scene from The Office where what's his face? Idris Elba is there. And he shows up, right?
Yeah.
Idris Elba. Remember when Idris Elba was there? And Jim is wearing a tuxedo on that day because Dwight put out a memo about the dress code.
Oh.
And so when he first meets Idris, he tells Jim, and Jim introduces himself and he goes, "Why are you wearing a tuxedo?" And then Jim tells him, and then he's just like, "So you wore this because..." It just ended up being this whole awkward moment. But the match overall, I'm just excited that Liv won.
No, yeah, I mean, I said that I think this rivalry would extend probably further, and I said SummerSlam at first, and then you pointed out Clash is coming up, and I was like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be that. I thought Becky was going to take it. I'm so glad she didn't. Not saying she doesn't deserve or anything like that, but I've said it multiple times. I thought Liv would be a good person to take that title off Rhea. We didn't get that opportunity, unfortunately, because Rhea got hurt because of Liv, and we started this whole revenge tour that prior to that. She finally got her title. Looks good on her already, bro. I'm happy. I'm very happy she's got that title. Now let's just see what happens with it, with the storyline when it comes to her and Dom. What's Becky going to do? She came out and said she has that rematch clause in her contract and all this stuff. We'll see where this goes.
I was personally hoping that Becky would take some time off because I feel like that was the original plan. I think after WrestleMania she was supposed to take some time off, her and Seth. Yeah. And then we had that whole scare. We had the whole freak accident with Rhea, and it's almost like they for real called Becky and they were like, "Hey, we need you to hold this for a little bit longer." And so I personally just thought she would lose this match and then she'd take some more time off and then we've also seen on socials that, her contract is coming up to expire. Like they haven't renewed her. And so I personally thought she would lose this match and then she'd take some time off. But then she's over here saying she has a rematch clause. So I assume then that we're getting them probably at Clash at the Castle. I have no idea. I'm just excited that Liv won the championship. I personally think Becky's character needs some time away from TV because I kind of feel like she won the championship and I don't really care, Like I don't care about her promos. Like she cuts the same type. Like I just feel like her character needs a little break. Like we need a little break from Becky. So I hope she takes it, but who knows? But then it's like, who do you give Liv as her first opponent? Like who challenges Liv for her first opponent if it's not Becky? Lyra, I guess. She didn't even win. She was running up.
She'll probably. But her and Becky were cool like that. So maybe she'll feel some type of way and want to get revenge I think Becky or something like that. I
don't think Becky's taking a break, and I think they're gonna rematch. I think that'll be Liv's first opponent. But and then we got Dom who threw the chair, and he was trying to help Becky, but I'm thinking, bro, you sure placed it in a good spot for Liv to do her move. So yeah, I'm curious to see where that whole story's going.
Yeah, overall, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think she's going to be the leader of the Judgment Day.
I could see it. The seed's already planted. You've had
those little scenes in the behind the scenes. They're always behind the scenes.
Always in the distance or whatever. Whether Liv and Dom are walking out of the same room. You have that one photo shoot that Liv did post on her social, and what's inside her pocket?
A little purple
bandana, and it went perfectly when she posted it because. I think it was during
and Finn didn't have his or something, or Dom didn't have his.
Yeah, Dom had it at the beginning of was it Raw, and then by the end it was gone.
Yeah,
something small that no one should care about. But then she posts that picture, and everyone's like, makes sense why he didn't have it.
And he's liking them all too.
Yeah,
he's liking all.
I always like Twitter saying Dom getting caught in 4K, bro.
And then we had the one where she got out of the same car that Finn was in,
and then she got out of the same car as Finn Balor, wherever they were going to, whatever arena it was. But they were following, I think, Damage Control walking in or some bullcrap like that. And so.
Yeah, I personally think that, I know this off topic of the match, but they did announce Drew and Damian at Clash of the Castle. Yes. I think they're turning on Damian, and I think that's how Drew's getting the title. And I think Liv is the one, she's the one pulling the string. She's the new one in charge.
Yeah, it'll happen. Okay, so when thinking about that, what happens to Rhea when she comes back? She's going to, she's going to lose Dom. She's going to lose Finn.
She's going to come back as Ultimate Face.
Ultimate Face. But in my head, I'm thinking, so they're going to do that for Roman one day, and they're going to do it for Rhea one day, which I'm not complaining about because that's pretty much what everyone. We're all speculating that one day Roman's going to come back and be like, "What the hell is this? What happened to my bloodline?" Solo, what the hell are you doing? That type of stuff, and then Rhea's just going to do that. Probably sooner than Roman.
So the two names that you mentioned, Rhea and Roman, they are arguably some of the biggest heels in WWE, but they are the type of heels that the crowd still loves.
No, 100%.
So I think that's why WWE is like, okay, so now we're just going to capitalize on it because the crowd's going to love you either way. They're going to love you whether you're a good guy or whether you're a bad guy. So we'll just make you the good guy. That's kind of especially because people are already going to be ready for Rhea to come back. So I think even if you tried to get her to come back as a bad guy, the reaction she would get from the crowd would be too good. It would be a good guy reaction.
Especially after that picture Buddy Murphy posted.
Yeah, especially after that. So and it's the same with Roman. When the bloodline's out there, everyone's cheering for we want Roman. Yep. I don't think you could bring him back as a bad guy even if you wanted to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I think that's why that Rhea and Roman are coming back as good guys.
I just know. When it comes to both of them, Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns when that music hits for the first time.
RR. They're both RR.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. I was going to say, they both, are gone right now. They're both going to come back. They're both RR. But when their music hits for the first time, that crowd will go.
That's what I'm saying.
off,
So I don't even think you could bring them back. And I think they see that. And so that's why they're turning Liv the bad guy in the situation. But yeah, I'm curious to see where this is all going to go. I think that Clash of the Castle, we're going to have some shit pop off.
Yeah, all I know is Clash of the Castle. Drew going to take that title.
Yeah. Second match, we had Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. I would say I enjoyed this match the most out of all the matches on the card.
It was a really good match.
Yes.
I don't know. So I've watched Chad Gable. For Sami Zayn won.
Yeah.
We guessed that one. I've watched Chad Gable wrestle quite a bit, obviously. I think he showed off in this one, dude. Like,
He's really good,
off,
dude. He's really good. I can't believe he hasn't been on a Premier Live event since WrestleMania 39.
Yes, when they said that, I was like, no way, dude.
Yeah, he is really good. I think the faction with him and Otis honestly holds him back, and I think that's why they're working their way away from that. I thought Otis was going to turn on him fully, but he didn't. But I think they're planting the seeds where he will eventually. And then Chad will eventually get with the Creed brothers, is my assumption.
WWE is so good as far as knowing what the fans want.
Yeah.
They know what we're asking for. They know what, online and social media people are saying, like, Otis, just do it. Otis, just do it. Maxine, just do it. All this stuff. But they're like, just not yet. We're just going to continue to plant. And then whenever it does happen, that big pop will make it so much better.
That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed with this Triple H run that we're in is he's definitely pivoted WWE to not giving us what we want right away. Pivoting, like putting these little seeds in the background even. Like it's not even like we're getting these full scenes. Like they're in the background and it's like up to you to pay attention. Like remember with Dexter Loomis? We kept seeing that hand come around like the shit, and like it just goes back to whenever he started running, like just with little certain things, like we're just getting these little plant the seeds behind the scenes. I've noticed that with Triple H and this, like with Liv and Dom, like we're seeing these interviews with people, but you see them in the background walking out of the same room. Like that's what Triple H has been so good about.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, they're planting the seeds where, and he was talking to the Creed brothers on Monday. But like and then he's like, I'll talk to you guys later. And then, so it's like planting the seeds here, but it's not giving us what we want right away. You think, so obviously the crowd was chanting, "You suck" to Chad Gable, like Kurt Angle. For Kurt Angle, they always said, "You suck." And I keep seeing the picture of Kurt Angle and Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, Team Angle.
Yeah.
And they wore the hoods.
Yeah.
Bro, you think Chad Gable will eventually walk out with the hood?
Yeah.
Like with the little hoodie.
Yeah. I thought to myself, bro, just y'all are going to be
I think
so
he should
good,
I think you should just accept it and just fully take the whole Kurt Angle, I think sometimes WWE finds themselves not wanting to be the same, but like everybody, WWE and the fans, they want Chad Gable to be Kurt Angle. So like just run with it.
I literally thought the same thing. So this isn't the first time we've heard
Team
them
Gable, Team Angle, like bro, like just do it. Like I don't care that it's the same and we already had that.
So I thought the same thing. We've heard them we've heard the crowd chant "You suck" prior to this, but just watching him come out, going on the ramp, and everyone chanting, I just thought to myself, I don't care if this is a carbon copy. Like, just go for it. Who cares? It worked before. Just do it again. And obviously, the fans aren't going to turn on it because if that was the case, they wouldn't be chanting "You suck." You wouldn't have Michael Cole and Corey Graves talking about a former Olympian. May kind of did that too. And then once he did the ankle lock, speaking of a former Olympian, and now it's Gable's move.
Plus that was like what, 2002, 2003.
Yeah,
like that was so long ago.
I mean, he had his little comeback he did a couple years ago, but still, nonetheless, Kurt Angle was a legend. So at this point, you're just paying tribute.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think they should just fully accept it. Sami Zayn killed it though. Bronson Reed, I thought, did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did pretty
as well. Good. I don't think this is the end that we are seeing for Sami and Chad Gable. I think eventually Chad Gable does take the title off Sami. Whether I would assume maybe SummerSlam. I could see it going a little past that, but I think once Chad Gable gets fully established with the Creed brothers and they have Team Gable, I think that's when we'll start seeing Chad get pushed hella hard, and I think he could take the Intercontinental title.
No, can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I'm also ready to see that Otis turn.
Yeah. But see, like that's a match that I would see like being main event of Monday Night Raw. Like I don't think they'd put that on a Premier Live event personally.
It'll be like an opening for a Premier Live event.
You think so?
Maybe.
And then third match we got our Queen of the Ring. We got Nia Jax versus Lyra. And we had Nia Jax win Queen of the Ring. Yeah. That finish was nasty.
Dude. so clean.
Yeah.
People on Twitter saying they killed this little girl.
That finish was nasty, bro. I mean, Nia's a big girl. The way it looked like when she fell on her, like it just looked like her weight for real fell on her.
Yeah.
So nasty ass finish, but props to Lyra for taking that bump.
100%. She definitely tried. She stood her own in it against Nia, but it's like no matter what you could do, you're not. You're not defeating that.
So Nia Jax is our queen of the ring. She's going against Bayley at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
What do you think about this scenario? Money in the Bank is before SummerSlam. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to win Money in the Bank. So Nia Jax and Bayley fight at SummerSlam. Nia Jax obviously whoops her ass, but Bayley finds a way to squeeze it through. Tiffany Stratton cashes in, and then that forms their little duo.
Yeah, because I think you've mentioned before that.
I feel like they're eventually going to be a team.
Yeah. I can see that happening, honestly. I agree. I think Tiffany will win Money in the Bank or miss Money in the Bank because I think we've talked about before. If it wasn't going to be Queen of the Ring, it was going to be Miss Money in the Bank. She'd be perfect for either one of those.
I think I asked you what you prefer, her winning Queen of the Ring or Money in the Bank.
And I can see that happening, and especially with the beat up Bayley, Tiffany going to instantly cash in. Why wait? Why linger
don't give
around?
us this long year like a Damien type wait.
But it paid off for Damien.
Yeah, it did.
In a great way.
Yeah, it did. Granted, I think though, I mean, it would be cool to see her with the championship either way. But I would also like to see a few months of her like carrying the briefcase and being that annoying heel. But I don't know. I could see that. I could see Nia Jax whooping up on Bayley. Bayley squeezing out the win, but she's not fit to defend her title when Tiffany Stratton comes and cashes in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it happening, but you're right. At the same time, it would be cool to see her walking out that briefcase.
Yeah,
she'll paint that bitch pink and everything like that.
Yeah.
She'll have a good time. She'll be trying to listen to it and everything like.
Because Money in the Bank is in July, SummerSlam's in August, so it's not that long of a hold.
We really do have one every month, bro.
Yeah, there's one it's about every 3 weeks.
So obviously this one is in May. So we have King and Queen right now. Then next month we have Clash. Month after that we have what was it?
Money in the Bank, I think.
Money in the Bank, and
July.
then.
So that one I think is month to month, but these latest ones have been every 3 weeks.
That's insane.
Yeah, and I know that because I'm on call every 3 weeks for work, and I was on call for Backlash, and I'm on call this week, and it's every 3 weeks. Okay. So I know it. And then we had Randy Orton versus Gunther. We have our new men King of the Ring. Gunther beat Randy Orton.
Prior to this, I thought to myself, I think we both agreed that Gunther was going to be King of the Ring. But then you pointed out during the predictions that once Triple H said this is going to be for the title at SummerSlam, we both said, just like our predictions, Randy's going to take it. Turns out to be wrong. We should have stuck to our guns in the first place. Yeah. Dude, good match.
It was a good match. I kind of expected it to be a little bit better. I don't know why. I don't know what about it fell short for me.
Randy got hurt.
So Randy, first off, props to him. He's phenomenal at making these injuries feel real, seem real. He does a good job at selling. I think it's because they think that goes part of they didn't have like a beef beforehand. Like they're just in this match to be King of the Ring. Like they don't have a beef with each other. And I think that would have made it a little bit more. It would have made me resonate with it a little bit more. Either way, it was still good. I'm not knocking on it. I'm just saying I thought it was gonna be better. The finish for me takes off a lot of points as well.
Yeah.
We
Randy's
got
shoulder being up and everything like that.
Well, such a brutal match finishes with just a roll up, and then his shoulder's not even on the mat.
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so they were kind of like lingering for a little bit, in the ring. Obviously, they were waiting for Triple H to come out and crown Gunther. But in my head, I thought to myself, bro, Randy, do something about this. Like, get pissed.
Well, he was playing into his knee. Like they even carried him out. I honestly, when I saw the finish, I honestly thought it was a mess up.
Yeah,
I thought I thought Gunther maybe was supposed to let him go, or Randy was supposed to kick out, and the ref just counted at 3. And once he counted 3, I was like, oh, that was it. I was like, his shoulder was up, and so I thought they messed up. I don't think the ref. I thought maybe the ref wasn't supposed to finish counting to 3. I don't know. So I just kind of felt like it was a whack ending. But I mean, yeah, whatever. Gunther's King of the Ring, and I think he will be champion at Bash of Berlin. Now, when is Bash of Berlin? It's after SummerSlam, I think.
Probably September.
It's after SummerSlam. So then that leads the question: does he go against Drew? Who did he go against? That's another reason why I didn't think Gunther was going to win. As soon as he said champion, I thought, okay, it makes more sense for Randy to go against Cody and turn heel than it does for Gunther to either go against Damian or Drew when they're both already heels. You know what I'm saying? And Gunther's a heel too. Like that's why I assumed Randy would win. But oh well. I mean, I'm fine with Gunther. I think he'll make it mean something. So that's okay. I don't need Randy to win King of the Ring. Like it changes nothing on his legacy. So
No, yeah, I mean you said that before too, and I 100% agree with you. So okay, we've talked about how The Rock versus Cody would be a good one for SummerSlam, and how we're wondering if he's going to have time to do that because he's still filming his movie and everything like that. Obviously, he still has some time. A24 movies shouldn't take that long to film. It seems like, well, they just released.
We're in May right now.
Yeah, I mean, they just released the first image of him as Mark Kerr or whatever,
Yeah.
which
So
first
we're
off,
still
unrecognizable.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know that was The Rock.
Unrecognizable.
I was looking at the picture. I was like, "Where's The Rock at?" Yeah, that's crazy.
Unrecognizable. But so we're trying to figure out, is he going to make it to SummerSlam? I want to bring this up real quick. I don't know if he's going to make it to Survivor Series.
Why? Does he have another movie?
So he posted literally a couple hours ago that he's already doing just some like vocal warm-ups or something like that for the Moana movie. And he
saw
put at the bottom of it, production begins this fall.
I saw that he was just. I saw something on Twitter this week actually that he was done with it.
No, he's done with the Moana 2. He's still doing the live-action Moana movie.
Oh shit!
As soon as he said going to production starting this fall, I thought to myself, there goes SummerSlam or a Survivor Series. So what happens now? I mean, it is very possible for him to do both. It is. But I just don't know if he's going to do both.
Well, didn't we see that for one of his movies he had like a ring on set and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't they say that he was training and
he was able to
maybe,
train.
Maybe he'll do the same. So personally seeing Gunther win this match means that obviously I don't know. We still don't know who Cody Rhodes' opponent is for SummerSlam. I still have hope that it's going to be The Rock. We still have June. We still have July. And then I'm not sure when SummerSlam is in August, but it's in August. So we are still about 3-ish months away. Mm-hmm. Like you said, A24 movies shouldn't take that long. No. Especially like if Rock can finish his parts and then he can go off and do whatever.
And that's the beauty about A24 movies is that they're kind of low budget, kind of low key, and they end up being very good.
Yeah. So I am still holding out hope. I could look like a complete idiot after this, but I am still holding out hope that the reason they didn't have Randy win is because Randy's going to go off and do something else, and we can have Cody face The Rock at SummerSlam.
And I would 1,000% be happy about that. I mean, I'm excited. I was excited just for that small promo. You said it was an awkward promo. I thought, The Rock looked good with that championship around him.
He did look good with it.
And I would love it. That would be a big main event for that pay-per-view. But I'm just worried.
I'm worried too. I thought we were going to. So my ideal, and I've said it multiple times on this podcast, my ideal scenario would be we get The Rock and Cody at SummerSlam. We get 5-on-5, The Rock's Bloodline versus Roman's Bloodline at Survivor Series, and then we get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, and we get Cody and Randy at WrestleMania. That was my ideal scenario. Whenever Triple H said the championship, I thought, shit, now we're getting Randy and Cody at SummerSlam, and I wanted that to be Cody's main event at WrestleMania. Now that could still be the plan. I don't know. Technically my plan is still intact until I see whoever Cody's opponent at SummerSlam. That's where we'll decide if it gets derailed or not. But I'm still holding out hope that since Randy lost, Cody's opponent is going to be The Rock. But it's looking slim chances because I don't think The Rock's done with his movie, and I don't know when he's going to be done. And then is he still training for wrestling? You still got to be training for wrestling.
So has to be ring ready.
Yeah. So who knows? And then we had our main event. We had Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes got the dub. I mean, I think everybody knew that already. Mm-hmm. What did you think of that match?
It was good. I think Logan definitely lived up to the heel persona or like the cocky persona that he's already portraying and everything like that. And then especially during those promos of him and Cody going back and forth on SmackDown, everything like that. And then Cody just saying like, you're unappreciative, you're this. He definitely played into it on this one. I really enjoyed it. I said I'm pretty sure he's going to give us a highlight moment. Once again, he did, jumping off, onto the announce table. I'm glad it freaking broke. That drone shot.
The first one didn't break.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
bro.
Cody cutter?
I texted you. I thought to you, God, bro, these things are strong as fuck. That drone shot with, the 360 around.
That was so clean.
I thought, gosh, production's so good right
It was
now,
so
bro.
clean.
It was so clean.
You think that was a Logan thing, or you think that was WWE trying out the drone?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the same thing. I thought, what if that's Logan's team right there, just like controlling it and everything?
I saw
like
the
that?
drone flying around during.
I did not notice
during
that
the
at all.
event. I don't remember what match it was exactly, but I saw it flying around. So I didn't know if that was just a Saudi Arabia thing because they wanted to be like over the top, or if that was. And then when I saw it come into play with Logan, I thought, wow, that shit looks so clean. So I genuinely don't know. I guess we'll just if we did see it again, then it's a WWE thing.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it did look good. I agree. I thought the match was good. I think it's hard for Logan because he's already given us such exciting matches, and so it's hard when his matches aren't like super exciting. Like like compared to his one with Roman at Crown Jewel, I felt like that one was way more exciting than this one. But that could be because we had interference, we had cameos. So I don't know if that's why or what, but I felt like his match with Roman was more entertaining. There were certain points where I believed that Logan may win this, like in that match.
There were some parts where we're like really constantly like, no fucking
Yeah,
way they're
like,
about to do this.
The
right
way
now.
they were playing it up and the
Yeah.
way Roman was like it was making you kind of believe, like you still knew Roman was gonna win, but I was starting to get a little doubt in my mind.
There were some moments like that here too.
Not for me. I didn't.
Like
have
there
a
were
single
some
moment.
moments where every single time he kept on doing like he do the low blow and all this other shit. And I forgot what it was. I think it was after the brass knuckles to the rib and everything like that. He brought him into the ring, did the frog splash. I thought, no, he's not going to. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, see, he's not going to. But that small doubt, there was a small doubt in my mind of why would they? There's no way.
Yeah. Genuinely for this match, I did not have a doubt, and I'll tell you why too. A part of that was because LA Knight was ringside. And
Yeah,
I thought LA Knight was gonna interfere somehow, some way, especially when Logan was talking shit to Michael Cole. LA Knight was right there behind, and so I thought somehow, some way Logan would see him and just start talking shit. And he ended up not doing that. So, but I had no doubt in my mind that Cody was gonna win. The Roman one, I still thought Roman was gonna win for sure, but like there was starting to be a little moments here where, like, especially with like the whole Jake Paul thing and like all that shit.
Yeah.
So it was still a good match though, and now I just think for Cody, it's like, where do you go? Like, I genuinely think that he's kind of just in this limbo because they're saving him for The Rock. That's why I feel like we're in this predicament. Because it kind of just feels like they're just doing like random shit with him. Like we had him go against AJ, which they didn't even have a story there. Like, how did AJ get? He just got. They did a tournament, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had this one. Nick Aldis just picked Logan Paul.
Okay, so
like these are all just like random pickings.
So I was gonna say this one was very random because you're legit having the U.S. champion go for the top dog on this one. It's like, why?
So it just felt, these matches just kind of feel random, and I feel like it's because they're trying to hold off putting him in a feud because I think that they're holding out hopes for The Rock. Yeah. But who knows? I mean, I saw someone on Twitter say, I think it was Humble Wrestling on Twitter. They said that Randy Orton is going to go to Nick Aldis and complain that his shoulder was up and demand title match, and then Nick Aldis won't give it to him, and then he'll turn heel and just lose his shit. That could be a scenario too. That could be a possibility. I won't be upset if we get Cody and Randy at SummerSlam, but I'll just be more upset that, like, I want to get this. I want my plan to come into fruition. Because I want to see The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, and if we keep prolonging Cody and Rock, then that's making the scenario of them fighting at WrestleMania more and more true. So I can think that's kind of why I'm so attached to mine.
I would love those promos with heel Randy in the ring with Cody and just going like, you weren't anything until I brought you into Legacy.
So
I made you this, and then I think I've said it before too, bro. It's just Cody just be like, Randy, what are you doing, bro?
I would love it.
I look up to you, like being all emotional and everything. Like, it'd be a good one.
To me, that's a WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania main event. There, that is WrestleMania main event worthy, in my opinion. And isn't it funny because when we did our top 5 opponents that we'd like to see face, remember when we did that? Mm-hmm. People in the comments were saying that they didn't want to see Randy and Cody, or Randy and Cody wouldn't happen because Randy's a good guy. And now look, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it eventually. I don't understand how people don't see the bigger picture with that one. Like, the story is there.
Yeah.
Like, Randy Brock made Cody what he was in WWE.
That emotion sells, dude. That emotion definitely sells when it comes to these storylines, and that's what gets all of us invested.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, we're getting closer and closer. We still have some time to decide what the SummerSlam main event's gonna be. So
yeah, I don't know. When WWE hits us up, we'll decide. Speaking of, I want to talk about this. just a small thing. Speaking of LA Knight being in the crowd, I really love that WWE is like UFC type shit. Obviously, the whole TKO,
Right.
umbrella and everything like that. But I love that the wrestlers are in the crowd. It just truly reminds me of the UFC events, and you always see, oh, this fighter's in the crowd, enjoying their night. This, and this fighter is. So it's really cool to see. Carmelo was there, LA Knight was there, Piper and Chelsea were out there too. Tiffany Stratton,
AJ, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller were there.
Yeah, they were there. Tiffany Stratton. I mean, speaking about fully dressed, wearing fucking turtlenecks. Bro, piss me off.
I like what you're saying. What I don't like is you could tell they're putting these wrestlers in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so earlier they showed Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and then later in that same spot we see Carmelo Hayes, and then later LA Knight is sitting in the spot that who was it? Someone was sitting in LA Knight's spot.
Tiffany.
Maybe it was Tiffany. So like you could just see that. I think it was Tiffany.
Okay.
You could tell like they're saying, okay, now you go out for this match. I wish they were just there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe even in some street clothes to make it seem more UFC like fight feel,
Yeah, LA was straight up in his gear, bro.
Yeah, LA Knight was for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. So speaking of the women all being dressed and everything like that, Piper kind of had like a U-neck or whatever. So she was still covered up all the way, but she kind of had a U-neck. And I thought it's like you're showing a little skin there, bro.
I know.
Chelsea had the full garment, the full robe and hood and everything. I was like, Piper, bro, lift your mango.
You want to talk about the SummerSlam news?
Yes, breaking news. They went ahead and announced that not this year, not next year, but 2026 SummerSlam will be 2 nights for the first time ever in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
What do you think they made it 2026? Do you think they already have a location for 2025?
Yeah,
because even Michael Cole was like, "That's 2026. I wonder where 2025 is." And then what's his face? Corey made a little comment like, "Well, I think I know." So I think they already have it planned 2025.
Where is Corey Grace from?
I don't know. I was trying to decide. Like I was trying to think about that. 2 nights. So you think eventually we're gonna have all our big Premier Live events 2 nights?
Yes.
So
I think it's gonna be the main ones. We said the main ones are obviously SummerSlam, Mania, and Survivor Series,
Royal Rumble,
and Royal Rumble. So it's going to happen. Pisses me off, bro.
So the Royal Rumble kind of makes sense because that gives
the
women's
event.
Royal Rumble as the main event, and it gives the men's Royal Rumble as main event.
Yeah.
That one is one where I would be okay with. But I think to myself, SummerSlam and Survivor Series, why are you making this 2 nights?
So Marco obviously doesn't watch wrestling. He knows some stuff now because of us, but he also, he knows some stuff from back in the day. But even when I mentioned SummerSlam's 2 nights, he was like, "Why? SummerSlam ain't even like that." He goes, "I don't even watch, and I know SummerSlam's not even like that." I'm like, "It's one of the big ones, but it's just like, okay, cool. You can have more matches. You can have big main events.
It's just more money at the end of the day."
Yeah, and I think both of us have said it. It's like the two going neck and neck for WrestleMania 30. Not 30. Where are we at?
Well, we're at 40. We're at 41.
So 41 and everything was either going to be Minnesota or Vegas.
Right.
Well, they chose
Vegas.
Vegas. So it's almost like hey, sorry, you're not going to get the 2 nights for Mania like we thought. But we have the next best thing.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 nights for SummerSlam.
We'll give you 2 nights for SummerSlam.
Yeah, whenever I saw that again announced, I thought, okay, yeah, you're making up for Minnesota not being able to take WrestleMania.
They were pissed.
Yeah, so I'm like torn about it because as a fan, I think my whole life, even WrestleMania going to 2 nights was weird. But now I couldn't see it any other way because
I really like it.
Because I really like it because it gives a lot of wrestlers a platform to be on WrestleMania, and I don't have to watch this 6-hour-long show. Back then when WrestleMania was super long because they were trying to fit everything into one show.
Yeah.
It's the same way for all these other events. Like we won't have another scenario where Chad Gable goes 15 months without being on a Premier Live event because now these big ones are 2 nights, and we can fit more people on there. It's just going to be weird. It's going to be an adjustment period. But I think if there's any time to do it, it's now. WWE is bigger than it's ever been. So you might as well make it 2 nights. If you're going to sell out both crowds, double the gate of one event, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's still 2 years away. So
yeah.
We haven't even hit this damn SummerSlam.
yeah. What I was on the assumption that it was 2025. I was telling you, I didn't even realize it was 2026 till Michael Cole said it on the King and Queen of the Ring today. I didn't know it was 2026.
No, yeah.
So now it's the question, where's 2025? Dallas.
I'm holding out hope that this year's Survivor Series is in Dallas.
Bro, it'd be so cool if it was.
I literally had that conversation with Emily today. I'm like, watch them really announce it. And she goes, I don't think so because they just had Mania here. I was like, that was 2 years ago.
I personally agree though with Emily. I don't think it's gonna be in Dallas for a little bit, just because they. First off, what? So we had WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, and didn't we have 33 in Dallas?
32.
32.
So
I
6
feel like
years.
it's very rare too for them to go to the same place 6 years apart. I don't know if they have or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel like Dallas. I feel like they're gonna give us a little bit. I could see like San Antonio or Houston, something like that. But I think
if that's the case, then it's gonna be a little bit as far as Texas in general because San Antonio they just
Had
had the
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So
that was 2 Royal Rumbles ago. That was when Sami
mm,
Zayn turned on Roman.
Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
remember.
trying to remember the winner of the Royal
That was
Rumble.
2 Royal Rumbles ago, I believe. I think that was the first one that Cody won.
I don't know why I was thinking it was last year.
No, it wasn't last year.
Okay.
Are you talking about this most recent one?
Yeah.
No, this most recent one was not it. Where Cody won the second time?
Just in San Antonio in general.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't in San Antonio. I don't know. I'm down for Dallas, but then, bro, it'd also be cool just to go to another state, like we've said.
No, most definitely. But I'm just thinking it'll be.
It's more
It'd be-
convenient, yes, if it's in Dallas, of course. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll see where we go from here, bro. Anything else?
Can't think of anything else.
Me either.
So as far as news, light on news.
Yeah,
but
it was,
we definitely
it was a
had
slow week this week.
but we definitely had some good stuff when it came to WWE, like the SummerSlam stuff and the King of the Ring predictions and overall results. Not bad.
I agree. Alrighty, well, we'll catch you guys next week for episode 32.
All right, later, guys.